all we can really say, yeah. Looks like we're ready for our very first match here. Which is going to be Underray versus Lily.
Who have you got on this one?
Oh, don't ask me that question with this group, man. It's so this is such a close group. It's really hard to hedge some bets.
It's really hard to say. But I know, like, I think Lily, she might have like a little bit of edge on the experience side. So, and I don't know, like when I hear about like people's achievements, you know, I hear a little more about Lily than about Underray, but not to sleep on Underray, you know, it could definitely go either way. So
I mean, Underray is short for underrated.
I mean, you got me, you know. Gonna prove that today, hopefully. Looks like they're both gonna be ready
we're
here.
Getting into the lobbies here.
Yeah, I'm excited.
My heart's pounding just thinking about this match.
I know. Soon it's gonna be pounding watching it.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm curious to see, you know, like a lot of the other groups have like players who are super talented in like other games and don't have too much TEC experience, but I feel like this is the TEC-est group of them all so far. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm hoping for some sick curb trisses, all these crazy tech, the TEC tech. So.
And it looks like look for the. There's the predictions. Let's see how the audience thinks about this matchup right here.
Yeah. Put your money on your homies. Let's go.
All right. Looks like we're waiting on a few things, but we're about ready to begin.
Yeah, I can't wait. Gonna be.
There we go. All right. Let's see how this goes, shall we?
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's all you can really say before this match begins, right?
Yeah, it's like what else do we have, you know? Like, right, here we go. Interesting start. Oh, unfortunate misdrop from Lily there as well. So, might be forced into using an early zone to kind of counter a lot of that pressure, but still, you know, like even though the stack's a little awkward, just still able to send clean on top of that.
Yeah. Seems like Lily just kind of completely ignored the fact that she misdropped at the very beginning there, kind of taking it like it's nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of pressure being sent to Underray with that garbage. However, the garbage is pretty clean.
I mean, I'm just impressed by the aggression from Lily. I mean, she's just playing like very offensively focused, it feels like, just completely ignoring that misdrop. Let's see, it looks like she's finally going to be able to clean it up in the zone here. For a big 46 send. Let's see how Underray counters.
Underray's using IRS to try and get some extra lines in there. Pull off the ulti.
Huge ultimatress, and that's just gonna win the game.
That's gonna spike Lily. That's
wow.
A really big. That's a really big spike right there. Really good, really hot start right there.
Yeah, you like those 62s. That's when I'm talking about. I'm excited to see these tech players flex their tech. That's what I'm talking about. 62 line ulti right off the bat. That's so sick.
Underray got that PC on Lily. She's not really able to counter that.
Yeah,
garbage
surprisingly
right off the bat.
Early zone, yeah, but
had to use that zone and try and play defensively.
Yeah, if it lets you live, right, it's probably worth it. And yeah, Underray does have that zone advantage, but Lily gonna catch up very quickly. Already at half zone, so might be able to have that zone fully charged to counter. When not the best zone we were hoping for, I think, from Underray, and we'll see how Lily counters.
That is a huge spike. Lily had no choice but to zone right there. Still has plenty of time to get some good clears in. Gonna send a good amount of 50 attack right there.
Counter. Alright, Underray gonna have the zone in the short term, but it is only a
bit
quarter
of a misdrop.
Zone.
That's gonna be a bit of a spike.
That is gonna be.
It's gonna be very precarious for Underray, and you're right. That's gonna end that right there.
Lily tying it right back up. 1-1.
Definitely not going down without a fight here.
You know it. Alright, on to game 3. Let's see what they've both learned.
Underray with a DD cannon.
Lily again, I feel like just this very aggressive start. I really like that, honestly. Just,
yeah, it definitely wants to put on that early pressure. The garbage is worked really well for Lily there, going right into that 6-3 well.
Yeah, and I mean, just look at how clean that stack looks. That is beautiful.
Underray has a lot of garbage on his board, but that's not too bad to deal with. It's gonna go into zone with that STSD right there, yeah.
Lily's zone looking really efficient right now. Let's see how she closes it out.
Really high up. Finish it with an ulti.
64. Let's see, I don't think Underray.
Oh yeah, Underray can't.
That is rough. And Lily
Underray did not have. Underray really started that zone really efficiently, but just did not have that much in the end. It was a very.
Cut it off a little early, unfortunately. I think because of a misdrop as well. And just Lily's zone was so impressive. That 64 send is not something you see every day, and I mean that's the result.
It's like Lily's sticking with a tried and true 6-3 stack at the beginning.
Yeah, and I mean it's been working out pretty well so far. And like just look at the clean pressure. I feel like it's always been Underray so far who's been kind of on the back foot receiving the garbage, which not so bad in phase 1, but if you get to a deeper phase and Lily can still pump out those back-to-backs,
this could definitely
might be really rough.
A bit of a misdrop there.
Yeah, that was. It's very quick games, I feel, compared to a lot of the other groups so far. Which I mean, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. See how they, I wonder like what Underray can do to survive more easily against Lily's like crazy pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Underray gonna use that early zone again, which I think is not desirable. Yeah, not gonna get beyond like 9 lines.
Early zones tend to be very, very problematic. You try to want to get that full zone charge to get as much damage as possible from it.
Yeah, getting that full damage is super important.
Underray's still not in a bad state. So. Has a full charge of zone. It's gonna use it now, fairly low on the board. It's gonna take
a lot of room to build up. I don't hate that choice at all. Might be able to make a very efficient zone and.
Yeah, I think this plays a lot safe.
Misdrop might hurt a little bit though.
It's not too bad actually. Takes a little bit of garbage, but it's not the end of the world for him.
Yeah, I was surprised. That misdrop looked to like kind of ruin the efficiency of the zone, but apparently Lily didn't send all that much, so was not the worst thing for Underray to tank there.
Lily was a bit high up there, but has a good combo down stack, getting low on the board, pushing Underray back up to where she was before.
Yeah.
Looks like both players are trying to get into a better state before starting zone. Lily starting hers. I reckon Underray might not be too far off from starting his as well.
Yeah, I mean, probably going to be forced to start zone right now to counter. Yeah, here we go. And let's see what he can like build up. It's looking fairly clean so far, which is pretty
already
impressive.
In phase 3.
Yeah,
that's good.
Ooh, and
manages to cancel out that damage quite nicely.
That was very nice.
Lily does have a bit of a chance to send a lot of garbage.
Yeah, and see, this is where it gets scary, right? Because look at that cheese on the bottom of Underray's field. Like, if you don't have like the most insane downstack fundamentals, it's gonna be really hard to play around that kind of cheese.
Yeah, it's phase 3 is brutal even for top level players. Ooh, that misdrop is going to be a bit problematic.
This looks very difficult.
Ooh, that's a very precarious stack. Using a little bit of initial rotation
really long to start zone here, but try to get max.
Ooh.
It's just now this attack is going to be so small as a result.
Yeah, that's a very.
I think.
However, I have to commend Underray for surviving quite a bit, even with this really high stack. However, Lily has a really good zone. This is going to be a lot of garbage.
I don't think Underray is going to be able to counter this all the way. Only with the half zone, unfortunately, as well.
A half zone and not a lot of space to work with. That's not going to be enough to work.
Be 4 wins in the bag for Lily.
Yeah. I have to commend Underray's survival there, though. That was some really good stuff from him.
Yeah.
Now in game 6. Underray with another perfect clear. Not quite the pieces he needed though.
Yeah, I mean, still working out pretty nicely for him though. And,
yeah, still got a good stack.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Lily is a bit high up. Manages to clear a Tetris
T-spin
in time though.
Underray. We love a little bit of T-spin setups.
Yeah, we got T-spins are pretty good.
T-spins are sick, yeah.
Yeah.
You got me there. Alright, Underray's stack looking very clean here as well for this zone.
Lily is really high up, getting a decent 59 attack.
That's very impressive. And I mean, Underray's still able to counter with a 45, but
still has to accept a little bit of garbage.
Yeah. But you know, luckily, still in phase 2, not the cheesiest ever, and Lily's sends were for the most part clean, so Underray gonna be able to get back down, but that kind of interaction could have way more impact if it was in phase 3 already.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see.
Underray in zone here. Doing a bit of a combo there.
I wonder if he'll be able to reach this garbage. Unfortunately,
no.
Oh,
Lily's not in a good state though.
Wow, that was really unfortunate. I think tried to tank that send from Underray, being so as clean as it was, but not able to tank it, and just a little too much greed, unfortunately.
There's a little bit of a bad read, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, that is one crazy thing about this game, is sometimes you'll just eat 15 lines at the same time. It's like, dang, where did that all come from, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of risk assessment in this, and it's sometimes really hard to actually calculate what risks you can take and what you can't.
Yeah, especially on the fly, right? Can't just sit there counting up every line. Like, oh yeah, you know, I'm 4 lines up, and this is sending exactly 11 lines, so I'm gonna be fine, you know?
Especially in the heat of the moment, you can't really read that too well. You can only get a general glimpse.
You only get a moment. Alright, yeah, Lily going to be forced into zone here. Little combo, but oh, that T-spin misdrop gonna hurt the efficiency of the zone. I didn't see how strong Underray's zone was though, so it's very possible that Lily's gonna be alright.
Still very high up. Has to accept a bit of garbage, but it's clean. It's definitely something you can use to counter back with.
Yeah, and I mean that's the upside of tanking clean garbage in phase 2 still, is you can send it right back, you know? It's not the worst thing in the world. You can still play around it.
Phase 2 is a little bit riskier compared to phase 1 because of because garbage still gets messy. But if you know what you're doing, you can definitely take it with no problems.
It also feels so much better than phase 3. I swear phase 3 every single line is cheese. Where like phase 2 is like there's a lot more generosity at least.
Phase 1
them with big zones.
Yeah. Speaking of phase 3, Underray has Underray's starting to accept a bit of garbage there. Doesn't really have much of a choice. Not really in a room to downstack that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been very rough. And again, you know, like these small zone swings have so much impact in phase 3. And just look at Underray's board. That is disgusting. And Lily gonna take game 7.
Oh. Currently 5-2 to Lily. Underray taking 2 games. Definitely still has a chance to come back from this.
Yep, definitely capable, you know. I would not be surprised at all to see a very, very close game in the end. But I feel like Lily's pressure is just really helping her a lot, and just slightly better zone efficiency is just, when she pushes it to late game, then it feels like Underray struggles a lot with like finding an answer for that kind of pressure.
I do know that Lily right before the tournament was feeling a little nervous. But it seems like she's been able to manage that pretty well. Yeah,
I mean, she's clearly been crushing it. As we say that, a misdrop from Lily, but
manages to clean it up quite nicely. Ooh.
Oh, and big 20
nice
there.
Ulti finish. 56 attack.
Very nice.
That's gonna send a bit of a sizable spot. That's a misdrop from Underray,
and yeah, that's very rough. And Lily gonna go up 6-2.
That's going to be match point then.
Yeah. Whew. Yeah, I mean, Lily's just been so effective in the zone state that it just feels really tough for Underray to get anything started, but maybe this is the chance.
Underray finished that PC. Lily did manage to send a little bit of garbage before he could finish it. Still sends something to Lily's board, though. Lily does not care, though, sending a lot of pressure right now.
So yeah, Lily just with such efficiency here, and it just looks really tough.
Yeah,
like look at Underray's board, and Lily hasn't even popped a zone this game.
Yeah.
She's just.
Meanwhile,
so
Underray had to pop
pressure.
2 zones here.
Yep.
Oh,
and now
Lily's
Lily gonna
zone
pop
now.
hers, and this is gonna be really scary for Underray. Oh, but that STSD, I don't think gonna be able to kick in there unless. Yeah,
no, not
gonna
quite.
be able to get that.
He's gonna do it outside of zone though. That's still going to send something.
Yep. I mean, compared to those like 2 unfortunately early pop zones from Underray, it makes sense, but
yeah,
definitely diminished her
another
advantage.
misdrop there. That's a bit rough.
Underray's still in it though, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like
still has a chance to recover.
I feel like just a little bit of desperate play from Underray almost, where just kind of trying to push the speed a little too much maybe, and then maybe like not always the best decisions, you know, just trying to go fast. And I mean, that's very common with nerves as well. That's something I used to do as well when I entered a lot of stuff, so very relatable.
It's very hard to try to play efficiency when your opponent's giving you a lot of pressure.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Lily's been doing that non-stop this entire match. Ooh, a bit of an eye misdrop from Underray there. Gonna have to accept a bit of cheese garbage.
And luckily for him, you know, still not the worst situation, fairly low to the board. Gonna be able to tank that, but I'm just worried about like the long-term effect of having to tank that cheesiness because Lily, you know, she does not let up.
Lily's board is extremely clean. A bit of garbage on the bottom, but that's not really a concern for her.
Yep. I mean, I think her game plan is if she can continue to sort of pressure up Underray, she'll be able to just win the game and not have to worry about the garbage. But maybe those couple small misdrops. All right, zone here from Underray, but yeah, just not able to get too much out of it.
Yeah, it's really hard to get a lot out of a phase 3 zone when you're like that. Lily, on the other hand, getting quite a few lines.
Look at that zone.
16 lines.
16
that's going to be
clears.
a devastating blow if Underray can't do anything here.
It looks
unfortunately
like,
not able
force
to.
out the quarter zone. I mean, gonna be alive
still
for the
alive
time being, but I don't think this is necessarily gonna work in the long term. Just look at how high that stack is. I don't really see Lily dropping
really bad
at this point.
Ooh,
she's just gonna continue pressuring.
Underray is in such a precarious spot here. Counting a 4 though.
Yeah, I mean, it was very risky, but look at Lily's board right now. She is about to drop a big spike, I think.
Yeah, I think this spike is definitely going to be sizable.
Yeah, and I don't know if Underray's ready for that. Gonna pop zone, but I don't know if it'll be enough.
That's a bit of the garbage, but like, is that going to be enough time? That is enough time to clear up the garbage.
Very strong.
Send some garbage to Lily.
Very impressed by this survival as well.
Underray is doing a fantastic job with survival here. Ooh.
Oh,
I spoke a little too soon with a bit of a misdrop.
Both of them working through misdrops, yeah. So it's gonna be all right for Underray here, and Lily gonna be the one popping zone first here.
Yeah,
I think felt a little scared, understandably. You know, like why is my opponent not dead? I'd be wondering the same.
Yeah, it feels like Underray should have died a while ago here, but look at him, he's still kicking. Definitely doesn't want to give up this fight yet.
Yeah, very strong defense from Underray, and I'd say he's even the one with the advantage at this point in time.
He's got a full zone ready.
Yep.
Looks like he's going to start it with that T-spin double. Definitely an official play.
Both of them actually on that full zone now, so this is going to be really interesting to watch.
Ooh, a bit of a misdrop towards the top of Underray's stack.
Alright, big T-spin triple from Lily, but how much will she be able to do with this zone? Ooh,
there's
another
T-spin Tetris. He has a lot of time to do some more damage. That's going to be quite a bit to Underray. Underray has to do something now in order to try and survive.
Underray using
That's not a lot of time in the zone, though.
Well, yeah, I don't think he'll be able to survive that, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but, I mean, still very strong defensive play from Underray in that match.
Very good defensive plays from Underray there. That was a nearly 5-minute match.
Yeah.
However, Lily is gonna take that match.
Take that win.
Yeah. 7-2. Goodness, that was
my best Square One shirt here.
Oh, you too? Let's go.
Ooh, let's go.
Let's go. Rep the merch.
Hell yeah.